Hello and welcome to the APA tutorial for the References page. This tutorial is for Mac users only, so if you're using a Windows PC, you're going to want to switch to the other video. To get started on our References page, after we've written our paper, when we want to document our sources, we're going to start by looking at the Keys for Writers book. This is the 6th edition. If you take a look at page 261, you will see a sample of a references page. We have our references over here in our document, but we need to make ours look just like this one. First thing you'll notice is that we have a header up here, we have the title, we have the word references, and we have the page number. So let's go ahead and start with our header. To create a header using a Mac, we're going to click on our toolbox. I'm going to move this over here so we can see it. We're going to double click up here in the top, so that we have a header and footer menu that opens on our toolbox. What we're going to first do is type our title. If you notice up here, we have the title in all caps. So we're going to type my essay for now. The next thing we're going to do is push the tab key twice to get ourselves over to the right side of the page. Then we're going to want to click this button here, which has a number symbol on it, and that's the Insert Page Number button. We'll push that. Notice here the example is showing my document is on page 3. Your page number should continue throughout your entire document. So in this case, I have a 2-page paper, and my references page is going to be the 3rd physical page of the document. So it will continue. Okay, let's go ahead and close our toolbox. Double click down here to get rid of our header, and you can see that the header is properly formatted. The next thing we need to do is type the word references in the middle of the page, like you see here. So we're going to open that toolbox back up. We're going to go to the alignment and spacing section, hit that center alignment button, type the word references, and then we can just close our toolbox once again. Okay, the other thing you'll notice if you look at the sample references page in the Keys for Writers book is that these entries are double spaced. So if we're going to double space our entries, we want to highlight all of our text, including the title. And then on a Mac, you can just push Command and then the number 2 key, and it will double space everything for you. One thing I want to point out about your title, notice that it is in the same size font, it's not bolded or italicized, and there's only one space between the two. Make sure that yours looks the same way. Next thing we want to do, if we look at our example here, you'll notice that these are using what's called a hanging indent paragraph style, where the first line of the citation is flush with the left-hand margin, but all the other lines underneath are indented a little bit. To create that type of paragraph style, what we're going to want to do is we're going to highlight all of our text, our citations, not the title, and we're going to hover the cursor over our ruler in the center until we see the hanging indent indicator pop up. And we will move the ruler over to this first tick mark, and that will create the hanging indent style on our references page. Now if you take a look at the Keys for Writers, you'll see our header is correct, our title is correctly placed, and our citations have hanging indent style, paragraph style, and they're double spaced. And that's as simple as that. That's how you create an APA references page using a Mac computer.